Hey Nestor, how are you doing today?
I'm good.
Good, good. So, I hear you have a marathon coming up.
I do.
You do? Are you ready?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Cool. Why are you running?
Um, the point of me running this race was to keep me on track for my training for the Umstead 100 mile run next April. This race that I'm doing this weekend is the Medoc Trail Marathon, and that is in Hollister, North Carolina.
Cool. How many miles per week would you say you've been running leading up to this?
I've probably been doing somewhere between 20 and 30 miles a week.
Any injuries along the way?
Um, just some soreness in my shins that I've been dealing with for years, but a little bit of ice and stretching seems to take care of that.
Good, good. Do you have a certain kind of shoe that you wear, certain brand?
Yes, as a matter of fact, Ultra is my favorite shoe right now. They make a zero drop shoe that is good for running more forefoot and midfoot, which is what I tend to do, and they've just been great. They fit my feet really well.
Anyone in your running network?
I'm sorry.
Is there anybody in your running network, like people you've been training with?
Oh, that's going to run this with me. My wife Ashley is going to be running the same day. She's doing the 10 miler at Medoc, and I have been doing a lot of training with my two buddies that are doing the 100 miler next year with me, Michael Whitehurst and Eugene Adani.
What are the top 3 things you do to prevent injuries?
Stretching is probably a big one, and foam rolling of my entire lower body. Another pointer would be to make sure that people are progressing their running appropriately, and just adding 10% mileage per week is a pretty good rule of thumb, and having the long run that I do every week be roughly a third of my total mileage for the week is another good rule of thumb.
Do you have a favorite place you like to run?
Several places that I like to run. One is the Umstead Park Trails and Duke Forest Trails as well, off of Whitfield Road.
What helps you stay motivated when you're tired and you don't feel like running or your legs are giving out? What keeps you going?
It's for me, honestly, it's pure stubbornness. Me being a Taurus, I just I say I'm going to do something, and gosh darn it, I'm going to do whatever it takes to make it happen. So for me, having the carrot out there of the 100-mile run in April is really what keeps me going, because I said I'm going to do it, so I better go do the training, or else I'm not going to be able to do it. So just setting a goal is really, at the end of the day, what it takes for me.
How fast will you run this marathon? What will your average pace be, do you think?
I honestly have no idea. For the 100 miler, I know I need to be no slower than 18-minute miles, which is pretty slow. It includes a lot of walking on the hills. For the marathon, I plan to run it in the same way, with the same strategy that I would run the 100, because it's really just training for that. So my pace will probably be somewhere around 15 or 16-minute miles, I'm guessing, but I don't really know. It depends on the trail conditions and just how I feel that day. But I'm not planning to run it fast, if that's what you're asking.
What's your longest run leading up to this? The longest distance?
The longest run I did a few weeks ago was actually a marathon. And maybe just a little bit more. I think I ran 26.3 miles that day, just for the heck of it. I did do several 20 milers and a 24 miler within the last few months as well. It's overtraining for the marathon. I wouldn't normally run a marathon leading up to a marathon. It's just not necessary. But I'm not, in my eye, I'm not training for the marathon. I'm training for the 100 miler.
And one last question: how long have you been training?
I've been training since I got out of surgery, since my first 1 mile run through the neighborhood. So last year, late July, August is probably when I really started training, and that's when I first said that I had this goal of wanting to run that 100 miler.
And you've sure come a long way, haven't you?
I have, thank you. It's been a long, tough road, but I feel like I'm on it, and I'm doing okay, and I'm going to keep pushing forward.
Well, Nestor, we wish you the best of luck. I already know you're going to crush it, and so does everybody else. So, good luck.
Thanks. Bye, guys.